When I learned that I would be receiving the Young Democrat Award, I knew what I wanted to say. I wanted to shout out the Climate Action Team, especially Debbie Gordon, who pulled me into climate politics and probably changed the course of my life. And my dad, Ethan Scarl, one of the most kind, generous, and patient people I could ever hope to meet. And then I wanted to say that 2020 was going to be a very scary year, but that we could fight without fear. And that was important because I was afraid. And I thought that if I could convince a room of 200 people to believe it, then I could believe it too. Things have changed, and where I was once afraid, I am now terrified. This pandemic has laid bare all of the ways our society has corroded over the last 40 years, and while the disease itself is frightening, what terrifies me is watching our compatriots in Washington, D.C. There is this lack of seriousness, as if the greatest loss of human life in America since the Civil War and a new Great Depression was just another place to make concessions before going home for a month. As of this year, I've been a registered Democrat for more than half of my life, and for the first time I am seriously questioning my faith. The world is changing so rapidly, and I'm not sure the party is willing to adapt. So, I was wrong. Even if all of you could fight without fear, I cannot. But there are other options, because the opposite of fear is love. Elections matter. Bills and ballot measures are important, but the Multnomah County Democratic Party is not a bunch of documents. It is a collective of people who care so much that they spend their retirements and precious free time on the absurd task of setting themselves against the enormous machines of government. Over the past year, I've found a love for my city, my state, and, as corny as it sounds, my country, in a way that I didn't think was possible. True patriotism has nothing to do with a flag, or a song, or a bunch of old sheets of paper. It's about community. Once this crisis is over, America will be changed, possibly unrecognizable. But it's okay, because before we are Democrats, we are Multnomah Democrats. I am afraid, but I love you all. I'll see you in the future. I promise.